Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we have some pretty fun stuff to go talk about because we're doing something a little special over here with Mr. Beast and raising some money with charity. And as well, also have some pretty good juicy gossip to go talk about that I think a lot of you guys would probably agree with. So I hope you guys will enjoy this video, and let's go first and foremost talk about some cool little Mr. Beast collaboration we got going on as of today with, as you guys can go and tell, with the Team Water. Now, if you guys don't know, Team Water and Mr. Beast, they're just doing another one of those really fun charity like incentives slash pushes as they've done with like Team C, as well as also Team Tree. So I just want to go and give you guys a little shout in case you guys want to be a part of it. Astronaut right now, they're trying to raise $40 million to go bring just a bunch of clean water out here and help out the world. So if you guys are interested, just basically put in the description for the teamwater.org. Mr. Beast just got a bunch of random people all together and wanted to raise some money. So if that's something you guys would like, you feel free to. If not, no worries. Enjoy the video as well. And let's go and dive into the fact that everyone is very upset right now with the Nintendo Switch. Now, this has been kind of rough. Now, we've been having tariff situations going on these past few months. My stock portfolio, my retirement, crypto, all that stuff has been not the best. Even as of today, we had a little bit of a red day going on. Now, at the end of the day, that's okay. That goes ups and down. But when it comes to tariffs, there's been a lot of price uncertainties. Things have gone up, products have gone up, or as well, a lot of companies have been preemptively raising the prices on certain products to kind of jump the gun a little bit. And right now, Nintendo is raising the price of the old Nintendo Switch consoles to the point where it's almost seemingly not even worth even buying. Now, kind of makes sense because the Switch 2 just came out. They'd probably want to have everyone mitigate on over, and the same mindset probably with the Xbox Series X, where, at a certain point, you probably almost don't want to make more, you probably want it to fizzle out, and you probably don't want the headache of having to deal with more consoles. And I'm sure with the Switch, Switch 2, Switch OLED, and all these various consoles, it's probably almost better for Nintendo to not want to have these consoles. Makes sense, like I get it, but Nintendo is officially raising the prices on just about everything, and as well, it also is on the Joycons apparently too as well. $100. And people are upset. Like, that's the main premise of this video. Dude, people are upset. People are not happy. So I guess the big news over here is that effective as of August 3rd, 2025, Nintendo is raising the prices. Like I said, thankfully though, not on the Switch 2, but people are upset. I'm upset because it's an 8-year-old console. That's ridiculous. Like, what? So at least one US retailer may have outed these price changes early. However, on Friday, Target temporarily adjusted pricing on all original Switch models, revealing the impending hikes on MSRP as follows. The Nintendo Switch is now up to $340, up from $299.99. The Switch Lite, this is also crazy, $230, up from $200. Switch OLED Edition, $399, up from $350. This crazy. Target's pricing also indicated a $5 bump for Joy-Con 2 controllers to $100 and a $10 increase for the Alarmo to $109.99. Thankfully, the Switch 2 is technically unaffected, sort of. I mean, the Joy-Cons are, so it technically is, and the accessories probably will also go up in price. Not good stuff, just saying. But at the same time, dude, like, this is crazy. This is an old console. This is an 8-year console. Like, you go on Reddit, people are like, Nintendo is raising the price of this one, in the US. And right now, an 8-year-old device increasing price, WTF. And then tariff moments, 15% increase, strange, that seems to match the tariffs on Japan, really makes you think. 8-plus-year-old console that was already a full Gen Plus behind the rest of the industry on launch day. And a lot of people are saying it's the tariffs. Is it the tariffs? I mean, not to even be, I'm very right down the middle on politics. It probably doesn't help. Let's just be honest. It probably doesn't help. But it's also the big picture of, dude, this is an 8-year-old console. That's a very old console. And especially because the Switch 2 is out. So are they just trying to, like, be done? I mean, that makes sense. We have the Switch 2. As long as the Switch 2 price does not increase, that's good. I already have mine. I haven't even launched it yet. I've been on this break recovering. Dude, It's expensive. The world is getting expensive too as well. Obviously, Red's a little bit more on the left side too as well, but yeah, there's a lot of people are not happy. There's also been apparently too, they're saying the Switch's cost to produce has also reduced over 7 years, and I would agree because it makes it easier, or as well sometimes the technology involved is less in demand, 8 years later. So other companies, it's not as high end, and it wasn't never high end in the first place. So obviously it would be like, go down over time. But yeah, this is crazy. Like they're using inexpensive components from 2017 standards. They made so many. It's literally Nintendo on top of this too. It's crazy. So they're saying there is no way, and this is why people are mad. There is no way OLED needs to be sold for $350 for their current margins, while the Switch 2 is being sold for not that much higher with the brand new components and also making a profit. I agree. I agree. So Nintendo decided to turn the tariffs into an opportunity to further drive their profits. It is opportunistic, man. I mean, even the tariffs are bad nonetheless. I hope this will all get sorted. My stock portfolio hopes it all gets sorted. Just general inflation worries in the future of the world. I hope it's going to be all sorted, But this is kind of a bad move by Nintendo. Because, I mean, guess who would be getting an old school Switch? People who probably couldn't afford the Switch 2, which I'd probably say save the extra few months if you can. Get the Switch 2, it'll last way longer. Do you want to buy a 2017 console for $100 less? No, I don't think you should. But there is going to be people and grandparents, especially in Christmas time, who will probably buy this and they will make mistakes and they won't know. And that's also kind of a rough move on Nintendo's end. At the end of the day, it's on the grandparent or mom or dad who doesn't do the research, yes. But it still stinks. This is just a lose-lose. I don't like the idea that they're making money off this. A similar device that wasn't even cutting edge is getting a price hike is insane, even with the tariffs into account. Love how Nintendo found a way to create a new cash cow. Most companies are losing money from tariffs, and Nintendo will be making a profit too as well. This is crazy, dude. They're saying a lot of companies have been doing this. I would agree. And on top of all this other inflation issues we've had, also would agree. This is rough. And this is kind of my mindset. Who is going to buy a Switch 1? We can get the Switch 2 for $100 more. Just buy the Switch 2, man. They're getting pretty readily available, and just people, man, are just not happy with this at all. Look, I've been crashing out the last 2 days. Some people are saying it's not entirely, their fault, but some people are. It is kind of their fault. It's kind of a, tariffs fault. It's everything's fault, it is at the end of the day. But, yeah. Dude, everyone, yeah, these, what? The actual, oh my lord, do as well. A lot of people, some people are like, it's only $5, but no, this is everything. There's a lot, people are not happy. You go through some of these comments, dude, a lot of people are not happy. This should be $60 max, $100 for more stick drift for a console you don't even own too as well. Everyone's saying this is insane, but it kind of is, it kind of is. And a lot of people are just not happy with this. Let alone, like I said, not for tariffs, for Nintendo, everything too as well. And some people are kind of like, hey, it might just be time for them to retire the console. I would agree. Just Switch 1 was good for its day. Give it another 2 years. Mostly everyone will be on the Switch 2. There'll be more games out for it. Makes sense. But it stinks because the Switch 2 was very expensive. They were tempted to raise the prices. I'm very thankful they didn't. But why does this almost make me feel like they're going to want to raise the prices of the Switch 2 again in the near future? I can see it. I can see it in a year or so being well, $500 a console. And then it's $550 for a bundle, and it's an extra $50 everywhere. Because if they're doing it already subtly with old 8-year-old consoles, that's rough. I'd prefer them to have a sale. Make it cheaper for people. Make, the vibe a little bit better for everyone. And I think that would make the world just a little tiny bit nicer and a little tiny bit better. But of course, Nintendo just didn't do it for whatever reason. And once again, we're just sitting here sad that all these game companies just want to make as much money as they can for everyone. And like I said, people are just not happy, whether it's for politics or Nintendo or tariffs aside. Not a good vibe. So anyway, what good vibe is though is make sure you guys go check out Team Water if you guys want to. A major shout out to Mr. Beast for letting me be a part of it, and all of you guys for supporting the content. That we even had a chance to hit him on up, get some cute hoodies, and raise some money for a good cause. And I appreciate y'all so much for watching. Leave a like, subscribe if you guys are new, and I would love to read all your thoughts and comments down below as well.